Inferno! TeamOne's map pick. As things got away from them on Ancient, we now go to more familiar territory. No changes to this one. It's pure comfort for TeamOne. Let's see if that comfort can get them some early success here on the attacking side.
Yeah, if you look at the Ancient, that's the last map. If we look at the Inferno stats, it's excellent for TeamOne, right? They won yesterday, or sorry, they didn't win yesterday. They pushed to overtime yesterday and played pretty well against ATK. They just fell apart towards the end. 16-19 loss, but on Inferno last 3 months, 16-6 plus 66 round differential. It is their second best map. Over on the MIBR side, it's still pretty good for them in the top 3. 14 games played, 9 wins, 5 losses, plus 42 round differential. So TeamOne's still going to have a lot to deal with here, but I suspect this one will be tightly contested from beginning to end.
It was such a gutsy game yesterday, right? I mean, a slow game.
It was.
An hour and 40 minutes by the end of it, plus. And yeah, there were 2 overtimes, but it was a slow game, to say the least. TeamOne may be looking to flex that style again. 45 seconds before they actually start to take any space here. And oh, these dualies are perfectly positioned. The RN trying to punish. He eats the flashbang. He's down for the count. Exit can't slip away. Pesa with another strong pistol round. And that's going to get them a bomb plant at the very least. Still a flash for Henny. This could set up his teammates maybe making a playthrough, but he's the tip of the spear right now. He's already in towards the church, and might just be sending up a prayer. A grouping. Clustering. Definitely postured like they want to commit into this fight. But good positioning and no kits means this is going to be a challenge on the clock alone. Great shot from Turtle. The banana player, that's a kill they had to get early, and they do so. Now Pesadelo from back of the pillar. He's eliminated. Time is getting short, but there's just enough left. IDK, that kill should secure it. The clock's going to expire. Jota wants this one last frag, but he'll leave IDK to die to the bomb. Never mind. They're apparently both going to go up.
They're both, yeah. Jota working off the old bomb here on Inferno. An observer shaking his head saying, oh no, everyone died. But yeah, TeamOne, I really have to praise one thing for them. It's the pistol rounds have been so good for them. Going into Ancient for MIBR, on 12 maps played, they won 90.9% of their pistol rounds there. And TeamOne took both of them. Still lost, but they took both pistol rounds, which was impressive. But yeah, now they kick it off here on Inferno with the pistol round 1 as well. It is
right
Pesa.
Saying,
yeah,
please,
it's Pesa.
Please, God, somebody else.
Yeah.
Someone else step to the plate. It was Maluk on this map yesterday who was killer.
Yes, on CT side in particular.
In particular, indeed, yeah. In the first half, TRK was a monster for them. If either of those names can really shine here, lighten some of the load from Pesadelo, I think TeamOne might be sitting pretty. Well, you know who was really missing on Ancient, Sean?
Go for it.
Didn't get any mobs impact. So quiet.
You know what? I was going to say the exact same thing, but not just for Ancient. Over yesterday's series and now today here in Ancient, and maybe, well, we'll see about Inferno. But it's strange because Mobs was their heavy hitter in the early goings in the playoffs. He was the one making the most impact on every single map. In fact, top frag, I think, on 4 or 5. Yeah, that was the case. So, I don't know. Mobs is being a bit inconsistent.
Double boiler position. Jota gets one. Does he get away? It's not punished. There's another player here, so if they peek in, they're going to have a really surprise. Here's the swing back out. The trade is there. I don't know how long Turtle's going to want to stick around, but they're kind of frozen up, and there's only 30 seconds, so they have to clear this, and they know that. And IDK, he's down for the count. Turtle can't reload, but he's bought so much time and done so much damage, and now heading through the smoke, just echolocating off of the radar exit to finish them.
What a fantastic stack coming through from MIBR, waiting towards the A site. TeamOne springs the trap, and MIBR pounce upon them. The scout of Henny rings true at a perfect time to really put the pressure on TeamOne, and then the 5-7 seals the deal. So well done from MIBR. Kind of reminiscent with what happened in that second half of Ancient, right, where TeamOne win the pistol and MIBR strike right back afterwards. And we'll see if perhaps that will give MIBR the momentum back in this series immediately after what was a very, very hard-fought and well-fought pistol round on the TeamOne side. Pesa, he's by himself still. I mean, look, we're only 2 rounds in, but he's got 4 of the 5 frags, everyone else on zeros. And, well, I mean, he's going to need some help, like you alluded to, Mike. TRK, Maluk, someone needs to step up here for TeamOne. As it stands right now, well, I mean, pistols can do some damage, especially these Deagles and Tech 9s, and they're going to try and work their way up Banana with a flashbang thrown. That does force MIBR off as they saw the flashbang go into the air. They decided to back off and go into second and first oranges. Jota's playing extremely passively here towards Moto. Too much come to him. There's the opener from Pesa. Who else? But no one else can do anything. Okay, finally Maluk does get exit, Mike.
All those kills were from Henny. The Oranges players didn't get anything. It was the scout of Henny to finish off all those players. That's insane. If he wasn't there,
Yeah.
I mean, this would be even worse. As it is, TRK with a massive frag. Henny continuing to try and just drag this one back, but with just a USP, can't do it.
Oh, wow.
It's left to Turtle. This is disastrous. They had the right setup. They had a great
Turtle's
plan.
tagged.
And Turtle's been dinked. He's backing away. He's throwing a smoke to cover off his escape. This is a catastrophe for MIBR, and Turtle will not be able to get out of there. TeamOne, what a response. What was happening there towards the Oranges? They just felt like they were shooting blanks.
Yeah, it was very strange. I mean, Pesa gets the opener, and you see, oh no, Henny gets a couple of frags. Maybe this is just going to be the same old story. But Maluk wakes up, TRK as well. They wombo combo their way to a second round, and you're right, it was very strange on the whole for MIBR. Nothing was connecting for them, and afterwards, all Henny has to work with is that USP. He could have had the scout in his hands, but decided that the USP might have been the better option, perhaps thinking that the head armor wasn't necessarily there. But he couldn't connect. And TeamOne strike right on back. So this is a very interesting start, to say the least, to Inferno. The pistols and the force buys working out for both sides. And well, once the force buy wars start, they tend to continue.
Yeah. Let's get weird with it.
Yeah.
2 A1S's in this. But the problem is, I mean, look at how good the T side is now, right?
Yeah.
Good luck holding him at bay. You need some wild plays here between Eggs and Henny on these pistolas. No armor. Turtle P250 dream?
Who knows? He's already got 4.
The Turtle P250 dream, John.
I think it might be time for the Jota A1S dream. Which isn't really a dream.
That's a little bit more realistic, perhaps.
Yes.
You got the stall out utility on exit, but he's already dumped it all. He's already dumped it all. The smoke molly went in. That's to try and persuade them that they were trying to isolate a frag here. Maybe they want to test A instead.
He has another smoke mic that was dropped for him.
Oh, okay. So good job on the stall out. TRK trying to ventilate the apartments. Hasn't found anyone just yet. So does he want to confirm this with his own eyes? Does he want to test this with his own 2 peepers? This could be dangerous. Flashbang's there. They dodge it ably. Not going to find anyone at all. This setup could be deadly. They're being lured further in, but there's the presence. There's the reveal. And there's the gun dropped on down. They're still keeping presence in apartments, though, but they're shifting the bomb. They're rotating it back off, and now that second smoke has been spent. BRN's floating. He's got one of the rifles. It's in the right position, but with Turtle cleaned up, trying to go forward to get one more of those guns. This is going to be tough. BRN was praying for a gap in the smoke, and as it fades, well, his prayer might be answered. Big kill from Maluk. What's the play for BRN? There's the flashbang. He only gets one. Pesa, what a recovery. Light still in his eyes, but now the bomb can go down. It's 2 unarmored pistols they have to contend with. For Henny, he might just go looking to see if any of those dropped guns are still available.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Henny is going to hunt for a rifle. And there's one right at his feet. Doesn't want to grab it yet. Okay, just walks over it. That's all right. I want to keep the Deagle out. No trouble for Henny. He'll be able to save. Exit, on the other hand, oh, he's in construction. And he's hoping for an exit frag to come through here. Nope, not going to get anything. And we'll just have to be happy with this 5-7 heading into the following round. 3-1 for TeamOne.
You got a gun?
Oh, did he? Wow.
Yeah, he was waiting for
Okay.
that bomb to blow it towards him.
Very smart
awareness.
play.
Good play there from Exit. So 2 guns taken through. Unfortunately, it seems like we do have a little bit of a technical issue here, folks. So we're going to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back. We fixed it. It was just it was one like pesky nut that had come loose on the server machine. John just had to get down there with the monkey wrench and just
Me, of course.
crank it back in here.
Henny and BRN are waiting over at the half wall. This could be problematic for TeamOne, and it is. Henny gets the opener. BRN probably wants to try and grab that gun, but it's just a step too far. And Pesa will be holding him at bay. BRN does tuck himself behind the sandbag, so still a good setup for MIBR, but a little too early on the peak for BRN, and Pesa makes him pay the ultimate price. 4v4 now, and TeamOne are going to dedicate even more utility to B. Bomb is still down towards T-spawn, so not necessarily going to commit here to this hit towards B.
It hasn't drawn any rotations just yet. You do still have Henny on the rifle. I'm going to find a little bit of that ancient magic. And I think T1 just realized they need to go back for the bomb. They're setting up fully for this B take. I was like, okay, yep. And then you're going to plant and... who's planting? Where's the bomb?
Now they're good. They got it.
All good. Cracked it in the nick of time. Henny had a spot for that smoke bloom, but he couldn't find the killing blow, so damage might not be enough. This retake is not an appetizing prospect. You can imagine there's a lot of logic to saving these guns. If you can. Put that smoke there. Turtle's got an extra AK. Alright, Turtle.
IDK's clearing, though. No? Maybe?
He's just trying to make sure the flank. Turtle just chills here. I was going to say, if he waits till the end of the round, he could maybe take all of them with him.
Too impatient.
Not very much like his namesake.
Yeah.
Not often we get impatience from Turtle.
And a few players in life support here for TeamOne, but the important part is they survive. They don't have to reinvest into buying a new rifle into this round, and 4-1 lead. Not too shabby at all for a T side of Inferno. And one thing that's interesting, Mike, on the TeamOne side, is that we did notice that IDK was kind of calling around himself for a little while, right? We saw him focus more on his individual play and try to power the team forward with that. But I feel like a big adjustment's been made in that regard. He's no longer the center of focus. It's everyone around him.
Yeah, it has been a big shift. I'm actually genuinely curious about whether he is still full calling here, because this is a team. Well, I mean, Maluk's called, Pace is called, IDK's called, right? They've shifted it around before when things get stale. And it is a very different style. He's much more enabled as alert in a lot of rounds. Not really seeing it here, although he's in towards apartments. As opposed to before, he was frequently positioned towards the center of setups.
Exactly. And he was getting a lot of frags, but it wasn't necessarily impactful.
Yeah, one winning round. Turtle. It's perfectly timed. Turtle's about to shred him. And instead, it'll be Jota, Henny, and Turtle to shred him. Team effort here. Maluk with one trade, but 50 seconds on the clock. This is going to be a tough one. Single swings, though, are exactly what TeamOne need to get back into this round. Less so when they do it. Maluk, dead to loss.
Oh, he went for the no-scope, actually.
Got a chance.
Had the heads up, had the mind to check that spot, right? So, jumped in the chance, but didn't happen. MIBR very convincing win there. I love the counter utility that was thrown. The smoke was picture perfect for Turtle to hide between, and he actually only gets one, like you mentioned. It was MIBR's setup that was just so strong. 3 players waiting there that deleted anyone from Team One that even tried to get on that bomb site. So a very strong round victory there for MIBR, and Team One are going to come right back into it with AKs across the board, but they spend most of their bank account to get to this point. Utility's a little lighter than they would like as well. That also favors MIBR going into this 7th round of play. IDK moves his way into window room. Pretty much uncontested, so that's some space gained. He's got a player hovering around mid as well. The majority of Team One are heading into Banana, and they lose the fights. Exit and BRN give the team a man advantage, as now by his lonesome is Maluk. Trapped in logs now, Mike, and they're going to know it.
Certainly do. Do they utility just dig him out? No, they don't have any damaging nades. They just keep him stuck here. And he knows it. And they know it. And he's still going to get a kill. The trade is there at the very least, but Maluk, he is just a wily customer. Tricky to pin down. TRK backing away 50 seconds. Pick your poison here, TRK. Where do you want to try and get a bomb plant?
There's really
swift path over towards A. Swift, I say. Slow and methodical, more like. Plotting in his approach. I'm telling you right now, he's a pit player. So what he's thinking is, if I kill someone on A, and I get the bomb down, I can go to pit. Easy comfort. Easy dub. Post on the angle, though, is Henny. And Henny not give too many opportunities. This time he sets one up for Turtle.
Yeah, that's it. It's just such a good setup for MIBR, though, because, you know, you have Henny watching with the op. He's definitely going to fire a shot, which will attract attention that direction. As soon as it does, you have the peek from pit, and it's such low odds of finding success in that situation for Maluk. That said, Maluk does look like he's getting more comfortable here on Inferno, at least more than he was on Ancient. He's got 7 frags here, just behind Pesa, and that's exactly what Team One needed. They needed that second piece to come alive and activate, and it has. But MIBR are the ones who have taken the last 2 rounds and built up a decent little bit of a con. On the other side, though, Team One on a full-on eco, aside from a Deagle that was purchased up by TRK, and a flashbang for Pesa. Shota's going to toss that smoke in towards mid, so that's going to guise off visibility from Team One. Look at BRN. He's just going straight down Banana. No one contesting just yet, and he's tucked himself into logs. That's perfect for MIBR. They have that deep control of Banana. The other players can likely fall off. Maybe keep Henny in support for a little bit. And, well, I'm not even sure they're going to come into play here, Mike, because Turtle gets a 3K over at Bracket. Jota drops 1, and then BRN charges up on the flank to take down Mobs. Easy 4th round for MIBR.
Speaking about Mobs, I mean, that round you weren't expecting impact for anybody, but he's got a secret agent status.
Uh-oh.
1-7. Not where you want to be for Mobs. He's usually such a firepower piece for this team, and he's fallen silent in this series, and
well,
it's at the biggest moment.
He's part of the reason why Team One really started to find success in Inferno, right? Because before he rejoined them, Inferno was disastrous. They weren't even playing it that much, but then Mobs came back, and they have been lights out. Very, very effective on this map. But right here, and over the last 2, like I was saying for Mobs, I don't know, just perhaps a confidence issue. His timing's off. I'm not sure what it is, but he's had trouble having an impact.
He had some big rounds last night. He had some big moments last night, but so far, yet to get going today. A timing, good. Maluk, wounded. Big ouchie is the technical term. It's going to take more than a band-aid to fix that one. That might be our look to take the lead. Team One seemed like they're going to contest Banana, and MIBR this time around have decided not to even think about challenging them. They're playing full passive. They'll let Team One burn as many nades as possible and then try and punish them on the actual site take. If they ever do take that site.
Yeah, 43 seconds left, and they're falling off a B now. Not much time available to Team One to set up this take.
I mean, they did pull the rotator.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
With the smoke not down, Henny's wary. He knows that Arch is open. Someone could have gotten through. It's the double pit setup. Preemptively deployed. Off. Gonna be burning. Gonna be done. Jota hiding out of the pit.
No,
Baiting just a little bit, but okay, Turtle's just going to kill everybody regardless, so who even needs a second pit player? Bomb plant going down. At least that money is secured. It's something, anything, but without pit control, this is still so difficult to fight. And now they're keeping the pressure ramped up. They also know there's only one player spotted, so a little bit about where the last could be, and, well, there's the last.
Instantaneously found both of the last two frags. Turtle, the 4K, he's come out of his shell and started to have a nice little impact onto this map.
Told you he'd be the X Factor, John.
Yeah.
Turtle, dude, he just wants to go to Pro League. He's had a monstrous performance through these playoffs. He is really crushing it for MIBR right now.
He had a really good series in the previous BO3 against EG Black. At least on Inferno, he was 21-19. He likes playing here, it seems. But if you look at his overall stats throughout these playoffs, in 15 maps played, excuse me, not 15 maps played, those are his regular season stats. In the playoffs, he's played 7 maps, and he's got 128 frags and 65% headshot percentage.
Dang.
Yeah, leads the team with that headshot percentage.
Clicking heads. Man's been playing in bots.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but headshots. Tech9's in this one. Will these fast tapping pistols be enough to change the fortunes here for TeamOne? It's reminiscent of so many MIBR CT sides where once we see that economy built up, you just never really closing the gap again.
Yep. It's 4 in a row, Mike. Feels like ancient all over again.
Certainly does. Certainly does. Everybody's sitting above 5K. At least 1 buy in the store, if not 2. Just Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say they just fall into a rhythm, it seems, and you can't get them out of it.
Well, a hit's gonna come through. Double nades in towards Pit, but wisely they shift their players off. That's a great opener. A second follow-up as well. Here we go. Here's your shift of the rhythm. The bomb gonna be down. IDK catches one through mid, and TeamOne with the Tech9s. It's a revelation. And here's the difference maker as well. Malbs got one of those kills. He's finally cracked the goose egg. He's got that boogeyman out from under his bed. And I mean, this just has to be a save for MIBR, as much not to give them 2 more guns as anything else. What a stunner.
That is, yeah, absolutely. All 5 players survived, 3 free upgrades, very little invested into the round, aside for the Tech9s and a little bit of util. That's a dream scenario for TeamOne, given how the last 4 rounds have gone. Oh no, exits might take 1, 2. Yeah, and BRN gets Pesa. The dream has become perhaps a slight nightmare. BRN takes down GRK. All the free guns are gone.
It's still fine. It's still fine. It's fine. It's fine. They won that with Tech9s. They won that with Tech9s, John.
Yes,
let's
they did.
recontextualize.
Yes, but it could have been better.
It could have been better. It could have been better. It's like when you have just a delicious meal, and then there's just an aftertaste. You're like, oh man, this is so good. This is so. Is that? Okay. No, it's burnt. It's burnt. Just a little aftertaste on the end. Ruins a sumptuous bite of food.
I mean, I just look at. They didn't have a chase. That's the big thing for me, because if you look at their economy now, it's all below 1,000. But it would have been 3, maybe 2, 3K or above. Now, obviously, have to invest in a little bit of utility. It would have been picture perfect here. Instead,
look at Pesa. Look at Pesa. He was a difference maker on Ancient. He wants to take the initiative here. He's challenging the Molotovs. And they did do nice damage on the BRN early on, but that just shifts Jota over to be the B-site defender. That nade. Oh, no, that nade could not have been better timed. Pesa eliminated. TRK soon to follow. Malbs, he's in towards the pool, and he's already out. Too cool for school, this Malbs, but only 1 found. With IDK still located in towards mid, John, this is a tough ask. The op is here. IDK will come to join his comrade, but it's looking like this one might be over and done.
Yeah, it's so hard for them to get in, right? And MIBR's got the perfect read now. 3 players setting up a crossfire. BRN hits the perfect shot on the peak from Coffins. Then the follow-up, a 2K for him, and exit 6-5 for MIBR. So after that very impressive TeamOne round victory, they lose the follow-up. And Mike, of course, because they went for that chase, which they didn't really have to. They could have just continued on forward with what they had. Now they won't be able to buy up in this round. Gotta play the long game.
Art of Counter-Strike War by John Zoo. Chase the ecos, find only destruction. Law of John Zoo, Chapter 3. Do you have any pictures of Sun Tzu? I'm trying to think if you could match facial hair. We can do a cosplay.
I don't have one on hand.
He's got like a... Let's see. Yeah, sort of a... Can you do a Fu Manchu?
I don't know. I don't know, Mike. I've never tried.
I think you could make it happen. How long has the beard gotten before? As I might be mopping this one up.
I don't really have measurements.
But I mean, like, what's the longest amount of time you went with and not trimming it, just letting it go?
I like to trim it. Probably 2 weeks, I would say. I haven't really let it grow too much.
Here's the challenge for next year, since we're never getting you down to a mustache, apparently.
We will eventually.
What if we have a lesser one, which is just that you just can't trim your beard for like 2 months?
We could try that too.
Like 6 months.
I probably would hate myself at like 2 weeks. No.
I want to see Santa Claus, John.
No, I don't want to see that.
Bushy trucker beard. This is just beard envy for me. I can't grow any.
So you're trying to ruin mine?
No, I'm not trying to ruin. I'm trying to enhance, John. I'm trying to enhance.
Okay.
Grow the strength. If you want John to grow a massive trucker beard, DM him at JRTTVEE. TRK! Sending some DMs downrange. That's a big opener. It looked like he was dead to rights, but Turtle, clip in the corner, just couldn't quite do the damage in time. Advantage AK. Made back the other way, down towards Banana. And they're going to push this on the smoke fade. This is so cold. Malls is perfectly positioned to punish. He's got one, only one. That could have been everything, and indeed it is. But, oh no! They blind fire around the corner, never expecting Exit to be here. It's messy on the spray, but Exit still makes a meal of it, and now he gets one more. A little bit of the dessert on this 3-course meal. It's down to TRK. 45 seconds, no control of the bomb. 2 healthy players to find, and only 28 points of his own. This was looking so promising for TeamOne. They had the moment, and now they're left with nothing but a 4K on Exit.
Oh my goodness, and now he jumps up to 13. Turtle, BRN, and Exit are all tied up with 13 frags apiece. And I mean, Exit was impressive the last time they played against EG Black. Even though it was a losing effort, he dropped 37 frags to lead the way at a 1.16 rating. In fact, his stats shot up to second place right behind Jota with 138 frags and leads the team, coming to the series anyway, with a plus 37 kill to death differential. And that's only going to get better after that performance right there, assuming he maintains these numbers. And Turtle just peeks out towards window room and gets 2 more. Jota drops Pesa. This time, the Tech 9s and Utility are not going to be as lethal as they were before for TeamOne.
No, that was sort of a unicorn round. You don't get 2 unicorn rounds. And
Well, I mean, they
kind of a born horse.
They did yesterday, so I don't know.
Well, maybe they want a whole stable full. Not going to have it here. That unicorn sent to the glue factory. And instead, MIBR now in spitting distance of double digits as we head to the last round of the half.
Yeah, I was going to mention actually, because on Inferno yesterday, I felt like ATK were really struggling at times, and there were a lot of ecos that TeamOne was successful on. So that's largely in part the reason why they were able to sustain their lead. But MIBR are an entirely different customer, right? And they are really battening down the hatches on their CT side. I think only 1 round victory. Yeah, only 1 round victory over the last 8 rounds for TeamOne.
Don't love that. Don't love that for TeamOne. Locked out, shut down, scrabbling for any sort of an edge into a round. So one more, they'll take the time to discuss it, set things up. I don't know, man. MIBR haven't even had to get too wild with it. We've barely seen
No.
aggression even into the apartments, right? We've seen a bit of banana contest, but they've shown a lot of different looks there as far as how deep they take it. And this time, 4 players early. This is the change-up pitch. MIBR says, you took the timeout. You want to do something weird? Well, it better not happen towards banana because there's a million mollies here.
Just tossing them on forward. Wow. Well, Malbs is still committed to trying to make something happen here. BRN peeking around with the smoke, and he goes down. There's Malbs activating. Very bold, but TeamOne will at least shut down that boldness. And MIBR are left with only 1 player on this B site. Right for the pick.
Nice find. Turtle looking for more. Does he know that IDK's out? Oh, look at this. Schultz all the way through Saman. But he's going to be pushed on B apps. They're not going A. IDK's position towards A could be deadly, but now Henny's going back to address it, and it's all going to be about who goes first.
I mean,
Shota.
if TeamOne decides to rotate too, Mike Shota's going to destroy them.
He's not being watched for. He knows he's got 2. He's got 3. Oh my goodness, he's playing for all the marbles here. He's going to take the one that he's got, and now pressure on. They know they're sandwiched. They've only got 35 seconds. They need to clear out one of these sides. This is panic setting in
Nowhere
for
to
TeamOne.
go.
They don't know what to do. 30 seconds, you just have to go into the site. They're going to try and get IDK activated, but Henny knows. He's wise to it. They spotted 3. Where's the 4th? Well, 4th now found. Full confirmation on all these players. They're just facing into the op, right into the grinder, and there's no way you're getting out of that. Full control for MIBR as we head towards the half here, John.
Oh my goodness, Jota. He loves to do this on the CT side. Doesn't do it often, maybe once or twice in a half, but when he does and he's successful charging up, going for that aggression, it is a thing of beauty. And right there, gets all the way around the map, through T-spawn, into that flank, and I mean, so much damage done. As soon as he gets into position, he finds that frag, it's pretty much...
You're never going to expect it either. They threw 4
Exactly.
mollies towards B early on. How are you going to expect the guy to come out apps? They always keep you guessing here on MIBR. We'll see if they can keep it a little bit more normal as we hit the half. strong first half showing there from MIBR. I mean, complete
Yeah.
control towards the end. What was it, a 9-1 run, John?
Yep, that's absolutely right. 9-1 run.
Ah, it's devastating. TeamOne, looking like a non-starter in the first half, but let's see if they can get it going here. BRN says no chance. Opening pick found, and Pesa, can he escape? Yes, he can. Unless he repeats.
I mean, this has been the one strength for TeamOne, right? Pistol rounds. They haven't lost a single one so far.
This might be changing. The hero of the pistols has been Pesa, but it's time for his teammates to step up. Maluk, bit of a pistoler himself.
Whew.
Only gonna get one. So it's gonna be about mobs. Headshot is supreme, but it has not been his day. And now he's spotted out, his position revealed, and it won't get any better. All onto one. That one doesn't even get started. A pistol round lost, and with that, their chances dimming.
Oh boy, indeed. I mean, look, that's they were perfect up until that point, and this is when they needed it the most, right? 11-5. It's a scary prospect, and TeamOne, I mean, you can force up here and maybe try to get it right back. It might not be a bad idea, given that this could quickly get out of hand. That's exactly what they're going to do. It leads to 2 5.7s, 2 Deagles, the Scout, and a good chunk of util. On the other side, though, you already have 3 AKs and 2 MAC-10s. That is a scary prospect for TeamOne to go up against. We'll see. MIBR like to play it slow, though, on their T side, so perhaps that will play to TeamOne's favor. Doesn't look like they want to stack a site, though. It's a pretty standard setup from TeamOne, despite the more limited hardware at their disposal. And now perhaps that's going to change. There we go. So 4 players going to be stacked up on A. That's where they want to set the trap. MIBR are no strangers to this, because they like to play this kind of strat as well.
How did that nade do no damage?
I don't know.
Yo, Minimap's a liar. Huh?
Yeah, nades are weird in Counter-Strike too, so...
It must have landed in front of the barrels. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
The only way. Either way, Malves showing the barest amount of presence is enough to push them into the stack. Unfortunately, TeamOne didn't trust their read.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. They rotated off at the wrong time, shifted the scout away from the heavy action. There's only 25 seconds hitting the clock, though. This can still go awry. MIBR not leaving themselves a lot of time. We've seen the clock run out on this team before. Now they need to go on through. Light presence on the site. Good damage on the turtle. Great kills, though. Back the other way. Now the bomb is down and the round secured. They're just going to save what little they've got for TeamOne. They're running out of chances to contest here on MIBR. They may not have made it comfortable for the fans at home, but while they may be contributing some heart problems, they're also contributing round wins.
Yeah, I mean, look, like I mentioned before, MIBR likes to go for this more outsider style of play. They play very slowly in the early round, and they try to go for a bit of I lost the word while I was saying it, Mike, but they just like to mix things up and try to be a little... I can't even finish my thought, Mike.
They've inflicted so much confusion on TeamOne. It's transferred
That's
to
it.
you.
There you go.
It's transferred to you, John. They've conducted a psychological warfare. This is the next chapter in John Su's Art of Counter-Strike War. If you don't know what you're doing, they don't know what you're doing. Keep them guessing.
Yeah, exactly. They're just keeping TeamOne guessing, and with so little time left on the clock, once TeamOne sees that utility, they go for the rotation towards the B site, but they should have just held to their guns, Mike. They should have just stayed on the A site and stuck to that stack, especially considering that even if you do rotate, you're more powerful stacking one site with the hardware you have in your hands than trying to split up the forces in that situation. So, yeah. Maluk. There. And BRN gets the nade frag onto Malbs. Already not the greatest of starts for TeamOne, but of course this is an eco round.
Yeah, they're not expecting much, but at this point, if you're TeamOne, you kind of need one of these not expecting much rounds to break your way. 7 is the lead. 8 likely to be the new lead. And TeamOne backing TRK out of there. I mean, they've committed to the full stack at this point. If anything is revealed on towards A, don't really think you're going to be able to get back in here. Indeed, they've even shifted the player out towards Arch. They're going to save this. They're praying right now that something makes MIBR skittish. As we saw last round, that's not really going to happen. Same smokes get thrown. They're making their approach. They're wrapping their tendrils around the site. They've given up all B presence, and they're going to find that nobody is here. It's a ghost town, John.
Yep. And I understand why TeamOne would want to save, right? The loss bonus isn't exactly great. If you can have a pistol upgrade already in your back pocket, it's better. And Pesa has the armor as well. So just keep what you have, bring it into the following round, or not. Or send everyone down banana. What could be and yes, everyone dies. Never mind. 13th round found for MIBR. Nothing saved for TeamOne. They still have a buy. It doesn't really matter. I just thought, you know, maybe they want to build up a little bit of economy.
Well, I mean, they didn't actually have anything worth saving other than the
Pistols,
scout.
like,
the armor on Pesa, I think, is it.
Yeah. Look, it's 700 for the deagle and the 650 for the armor. You know, 1350.
Yeah. I'm going to say it right now. If Pesa pulls out the sidearm in this round, he's probably already dead.
Fair enough.
He's had some clips, but not exactly a sustained effort. The kills tell the story right now for TeamOne, right? It has been barren. 4, 5, 5, 9, 9. You're just not contesting against MIBR. You're not really bringing the firepower. You're getting overwhelmed in so many moments. 2 players here towards the B site, and it's looking like it's going to be a B hit. They've already got the forward positioning. Smoking the Molotov come in a little late. Actually going to spur them forward. Flashbang's good, but it's dodged. And instead, it actually catches the T. So maybe that Molotov offset the timing just enough. And now the hold is strong. Mobs with 2 already. He's in towards new box. Raw smoke not perfect. If they're getting past this, yeah, they're going to commit a second in. They spot Mobs. They did. And eventually, they'll even kill him. They can't lose this round. They can't lose this round.
They can.
Over on the TeamOne side, but the pressure, the damage that's being done is catastrophic. Jota has crept the bomb towards coffins, and I don't know that he's going to want to plant once this smoke fades.
I think you should throw the bomb to Henny. Just flick over, throw the bomb, and then keep your angle held.
Putting more time into this. 30 seconds. If they try and cross this off, they should know it's here. They have to know it's here. Oh, that's a bold peek from Jota. Wanted to get towards the fountain plant. Now with 20 seconds, it leaves Henny with it all to do. Henny's only died 4 times this entire map. And right now, he wants to inflict damage as much as anything else. There's plenty of money for the T side. That he doesn't have to worry about. Any guns he takes out of their hands, they're so impactful. He can no longer win the round. And TeamOne need to not give him a peek. They're going to chase. They want to clock him. But it's such a risky chase indeed. He'll limp away with his gun. And finally, a round on the board for TeamOne.
Malves woke up there, gets a 2K, fends them off enough, right? Eventually he gets spotted and goes down, but still by that point it was a 3v2. And then MIBR got caught a little bit too long waiting for the pressure to come in from TeamOne. The smoke fades and then the bomb plant becomes a lot more difficult to achieve. And well, Jota with a very, very bold peek into the op goes down as you would expect. Maluk very good on the CT side of Inferno. And well, 6th round found at the very least for TeamOne. This is still a 7-round lead for MIBR, so they've got a decent cushion. Flashbang's going to get tossed in for a banana. That does force TeamOne off a bit. The nades come through, but not much damage done.
No, they don't find much out of it. Cheeky boost up. Play over the cross smoke. Like the idea. Problem with the setup is if they full commit, sometimes you get forced out of the site and have to concede the bomb plant, but I think at this point TeamOne will be happy with the advantage. Pressure going to be on the brackets. TRK with a cheeky angle. Maluk working his way back into the porch. It's been cleared. But it's going to be instead. Henny deleted. That's exactly the peak TeamOne we're hoping for. Now they can reset, they can readjust, they can send Pesa around towards the coffins and leave mobs up here on the flower plots. 40 seconds. MIBR running this clock low once again. They don't have that much util. Still 3 smokes. 1 Molotov. Smokes down. Here's the exec. A lot of space created, a channel on those smokes. They can isolate out the fight with flower plots. There's not much pace it can do to help his teammate out. It gets hard cleared. Exit! Exit! Quick switches! That has to have been a fumble. That has to have been a button fumble. But they get away with it because BRN makes good. Bomb now ticking away. Disaster for TeamOne and their money being in the toilet. This is such a risky retake for them to attempt. They have some nades. Can lob those in, but no one's low enough that the HEs will take them out of play. ESL Pro League spot. That's what they've got to fight for. Just 2 more rounds. Money in the toilet on this one. Do they buy around it? They're talking it over right now. That's what the pause is taking for. You got 2 players on 4K. You could get a pretty good buy out of this. And they're going to do it. They're going to do it. IDK is going to commit. Rifle's going to come through. The gun can be dropped. They could even get another rifle on IDK. Okay. All right, they've spread the wealth. And that means for TeamOne, this round could be it. Do or die. I don't know where that extra capital went, but it didn't go into an M4 for IDK. So now, smokes out. Tons of utility. Down towards Banana. That's your money going up in smoke right off the rip. They've gone for the triple peak here. These deep nades. Pretty effective. Exit limps away from this one, and the counter nades, they're punishing as well.
Pesa. Just going to toss another smoke deep for good measure, and that will claim control of Banana in favor of TeamOne here for now. That means they're going to lean a little more heavily towards this A site. 4 players stacked up there, but MIBR still have not shown their hand at all. Kind of playing defaults, spread out for now throughout alt mid and mid. Now the flashbang and the smoke going to get tossed into bracket, and then TeamOne they're going to peek around, trying to take a fight. Doesn't really materialize into anything, but there are a lot of players clustered here. It's only a matter of time, and Turtle gets the molly frag onto Mob. Great flashbang thrown. Turtle almost catches off another one, but TeamOne manages to fade away and at least keep 4 players alive.
Turtle?
Another one.
Another? Nope, trades it. At least they've made turtle soup, but that might be too little too late. Pesadelo going to be under huge pressure. 30 seconds. There's not a lot of time to spare. They've got the utility for this exec. The Smolly.
They gotta go.
The smokes. Yeah, they need to get this into the angle. Maluk's going to be peeking. He's going to be pressuring. He wants to test this. He actually connected the shot through the corner of the wall. IK lost in the flank, so if they take down Pesa, the doors of the site are open, but no one's checking him. No one's checking him. He's got the first. Traded. Oh, Maluk denies. Maluk denies, but he cannot hold them at bay. He can't land the shot. Map point. Series point found. The precipice is Pro League is where MIBR finds themselves. They just need one of the next 9, and they have booked their spot. They have booked their slot. They're ready to take it to the next level.
Mike, most teams would have been like, oh, we got 2 frags on A. Let's go to the A site off of that. Not MIBR. They back off of it and rotate fully into B. And in fact, TeamOne were better set up for a B take than they were at A. And their A player ends up going down, trying to rotate over. So then they're only left with 2. And Maluk makes it so very close. And there were 5 seconds left right on the clock. MIBR had to try and get another plant off. Maluk went down, though. And that was the round. Oh boy, BRN, there's the opener. This could be it. Tries to get the second. He spots out Pesa, but the Molotov will deny him the space to chase any further for now, and Pesadelo is going to back off. MIBR 4 frags away for Pro League and that ticket to the grand finals.
This duo of Maluk and Pesa has been under pressure so many rounds. They need a hero play. They need someone to step up. And right now, MIBR going back to Old Faithful. They're injecting pace into this. Stalo hasn't gotten the spot. When he finally does, it was queued up. They knew it was coming. They've erased him. Pressure on to Maluk now. The veteran player here. He's been with his team for so very long. They find one more magical clutch to keep MIBR off of this B site because this hit's coming. Utility starting to sail in. Cross smokes being set up. Pressure on. Trading
IDK,
the
IDK.
bombs somewhat awkwardly here. Now it's getting interesting. IDK could have the timing from under the sewers. And could be the Ninja Turtle.
Oh, he got spotted.
He was spotted. That's so unfortunate. A second of timing difference, and that could work out. Now all pressure on to Maluk. He's chased among the pillars. He's blinded up. He's eliminated. This bomb's going down. It's just TRK. 1 man, 5 to find, and a bomb plant that he can do nothing to stop. 6 seconds. Plenty of time to spare. And TRK nearly dropped through the smoke. They're just testing it on the fade. Now he's spotted. Now he's eliminated. Now he is put down to dirt. MIBR are in the grand final of Season 43, and they're going to the Pro League.
Just unbelievable stuff there by MIBR. They finished that map on a 15-1 run. Clean sweep in the second half, Mike. Yeah, it was absolutely bonkers what they were able to achieve. They took their game to another level here. This feels like the MIBR we expected to see throughout the regular season. They're here.